Welcome back to experTEASEtalk, where we wage war on confusion so that intimacy can come with ease. I'm your host, B. Renee, and I have a special guest back to join us, Mr. Chris Scott.
Back.
Your favorite professor that never misses a class.
Professor Scott, never missed no class. Grammatically incorrect. We doing it.
We doing it. You understood. I brought Mr. Scott back because I had a few questions about love, and we've had multiple conversations about the issues of love and relationships and how all that works. And so we're going to bring all those gifts here to you today. Mr. Scott.
Yes.
I was watching another show. We'll go nameless. Let me go ahead and put it out there. So I was watching Married at First Sight.
Oh, yeah. Reality show
Where people actually just get married.
Okay.
Literally at first sight.
Okay.
So experts come in and they hit you up with somebody they think is the best match for you, and then y'all meet each other at the day of your wedding. How do you feel about that?
Meeting somebody and marrying them? I mean,
marrying somebody and then meeting them.
So it's sight unseen?
Sight unseen. You meet them the day of your wedding.
Oh, you meet them the day of the wedding. Do you get any type of paperwork to say who they are, the name, race, religion?
Nope.
Nothing. You just completely.
So instead of entrusting your love life to the universe,
right,
you have a spiritual guidance person, a psychologist, and a marriage counselor. Find somebody who they think is best equipped based on their expertise.
And they don't care race, religion.
It depends on if you care. They analyze
so
you.
So you fill out some kind of questionnaire
and go through an extensive background check and all that kind of stuff. And
wow. Okay. I would personally be down with it. Personally, I don't really have to live with someone before I can even be engaged to them.
Why?
So, because I just feel like I gotta know you. I gotta know you. Not a professional, not a spiritual guidance counselor. I have to know you for myself. I gotta know the ins and outs. Now, I'm not saying it's gonna be perfect anyway.
Right. How well you know a person?
But I will feel more comfortable signing that document that says we are married. You are Mrs. Scott, Mr. and Mrs. Scott. I will feel more comfortable with that. I'm not sure if they're doing it for money or if they just tired of dating. How old are these people? Are they like 30 plus?
They range from 27 to 30 something to 40 something.
So it's all across the board.
Across the board.
Yeah, I mean, if it's like 50 plus or 45 plus, maybe you can take that chance. But I don't think you should give up on dating until that early in your 20s. I don't think you've done enough.
You think that they're giving up on dating?
Or they just looking for fame at that point in your 20s.
Well,
because I feel like you haven't given it enough try. Like you just gave up on 10 years of dating because truly you haven't really started dating. Went until you're about 21, you're really able to, when you become independent, I should say.
Right.
When you get out on your own, first off, don't get into relationships if you have not lived on your own. Live on your own first.
Okay.
Be an independent person. Don't take this high school relationship or when you get into college and you're in the dorm room. Finish college. I prefer you to finish college. I would suggest you finish. Become an independent person before you get into a relationship because you never had your independence.
Okay. So
that's fine.
I'm gonna spin it back. Let's look at it from this point of view. When you need medical attention, do you seek professional help or do you self-medicate?
Well, old school, me personally, I call my mom.
Call your mom. Is your mom a doctor?
No, she's not a doctor, but she knows me. I've lived with her for at least 18 years of my life.
Explains a lot. Okay.
I'm saying.
When you want to know about, I guess what I'm trying to get at is when you want to know about specific things, typically we are conditioned to seek a professional, right? We're conditioned to go seek the person who's supposed to be the expert in that area. If it's religion, we go to the pastor. If it's health, we go to a doctor. If it's law, we go to a lawyer. Like whatever it is, if you're supposed to be the expert, then why would I not seek that assistance? But then if somebody says, hey, you know what? In the matters of love, I feel like I need help with that, and that's something that I don't want to try to venture off and do on my own. I'm seeking assistance. Now I know love at first sight is pretty extreme, but why not? Why not go and get counsel or seek assistance in being matched with somebody? Like, why not? Like,
yeah, I mean, it's totally up to the person. Don't get me wrong, it's all up to the person. I'm just giving my suggestion about what I would do. Because, okay, so for instance, I have a friend. He met he's met his fiance, soon be wife. The first day he met her, they met at a restaurant, at a restaurant bar, and he told her, "Hey, you gonna be my wife."
So he knew.
He obviously knew. He told me. He was like, and they played the story back to everybody. Now, look, I met her. I told her I was gonna be she was gonna be my wife, and now we are 3 years later, and in a couple weeks they're gonna be getting married. So, I mean, it worked, but it's like they still went through 3 years of dating and everything to get to that point. Right. But it's like what you're saying. If he knew that was gonna be his wife, why didn't they just leave that night, wake up the next morning, and go get married? If he already knew it was gonna be that. I mean, who's to say they could have been married for 3 years now, but now they're just now, getting to that point of getting married.
I guess what sparks that? What causes the person to pump the brakes or not plunge immediately if they feel like they know? Because how can you truly know a person anyway?
Right.
Because even after you marry them, they're still evolving, they're still changing, you're still evolving, you're still changing. So you're gonna have to constantly adjust that your whole mindset as you live with that person, right? You never can't get too conditioned into who you think they are.
Right.
Right? So why not? Why not? Boom, let's go.
And I think during the dating and courtship and like myself, I have to live with you before I even get engaged.
What is that about?
So because of me, so you have to. So how do you? So people change, right? Every day, people wake up with different feelings. So how does that person deal with change? How does that person deal with adversity? How does that person deal with losing a job? How does that person? Is that person a nurturer? Do they congratulate you? Do they? Are they considerate? I mean, all that kind of things just goes into my decisions. Like, if the person, if your lights get cut off, did that person panic? Are they high strung? Or do they know how to calm and say, you know what, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna get through it.
Right.
All we need to do is do this, this, and this, instead of almost committing, almost committing suicide, almost like to that point of like, oh my God, just high anxiety. It's like just calm, think about it, think it through, and you'll find a way.
No, true.
Yeah, but me personally, when we meet adversity and I see that you can't handle it, even small changes, or that you can't handle your own changes and growth, or my growth, then I start to back away. It's like, okay, well, I see that that's not going to work in the long run. It's not going to work for the next 10 to 15, 20, 35 years. Right.
So the nuances of a person, how they move in everyday instances, and big and small instances, as it relates to you. Okay, but how do you move? Like,
I'm a calm person. My temperament is very, very low, and it's too low for certain people. I have dated.
What does that mean?
I have dated, and some people say I don't worry enough, and I think they worry too much. So I think people care and worry too much, and some people have said I care and worry too less. So that's where, if we can't meet in the middle, then it doesn't.
Differently for men and women, though. Yeah. Like, I would say somebody worries too less if I feel like they're not being attentive to my concerns. I would say, oh, you don't worry enough. In a sense that you're not concerned. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Not necessarily worried, but like, if you so nonchalant that you look unconcerned, then that's how sometimes it gets equated with caring.
True. The look you give, the facial expressions, everything, the body language. And see, I'm like this 24/65. I'm 24/365.
No,
I'm giving you the same face, and you'll never know if I'm happy, concerned, stressing. anything. You can't. I'm like a poker face. So I'm like Tim Duncan and Kawhi Leonard. It's like you just sit there. It's like it'll get handled. Don't worry. I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
And if I say I got you, leave it.
Yeah.
I got it. That's me.
Right.
But you know, somebody who worries too much would be like, get up, but get up. I'm like, just chill. I got it. I'm like that. Yeah. So I'm way too calm in supposedly high-strung situations. Yeah,
I don't see it as way too calm. I just feel like you don't panic. You just don't go into panic mode. Like you
I've been here before.
Outwardly, you don't outwardly panic. But I'm like that. I don't outwardly panic. Yeah. Like if my panic looks like a personal conversation, I might call somebody like a confidant and be like, man, this is what happened, da. But I'm really not tripping.
Right.
In my own mind, I'm going, it'll be fine either way. But I may have to talk it out. But I'm not tripping about it. You know what I'm saying? But everybody carries it different. Yeah. Everybody, and I watched my mom carry it kind of chill. So I didn't come up in a situation where the person like, she panics more now in old age, but I mean, when I was coming up, she just.
Well, how much does that play into it, the way that you were brought up, like seeing your parents and how they handle it
I think either people go polar opposite of what their parents do, or they do exactly nothing in between. Either you mimic or you completely do the opposite. Now for me, I think I found myself mimicking what she did. The downside to that is she kept a lot of stuff away from me. So I found out later in life what she was going through, which is why I know she was in chill mode, like she didn't panic. Okay. If she panicked, she didn't do it in front of me, which also makes a difference. Does that person have permission to panic in front of you? Like, some people you might come off chill, but you might have this person that you go to that you do get that off your chest or get that off of you. Mm-hmm. Who you have a go-to person, or you just carry it?
Yeah, I carry it. Like everybody puts their burdens on me, and I carry my own burdens. And I know that's that's not good. I know it's not good because my shoulders are real heavy.
Yeah.
I got a heavy load.
Yeah, everybody carries something about it different.
Yeah. So it is a very, very, very heavy load. Don't get me wrong, and it is stressful, but I tend to see it through and work it out. I mean,
okay. So back to professionals, therapy.
Therapy is good. Yeah.
Do you go? Have you been?
I have been to 2 sessions in my lifetime for different reasons. The first one, it was okay. It was just teaching me how to deal with stress. It was more so showing you, telling me what stress lives, where it comes from, different ways you could massage your shoulders and the back of your neck and the back of your head to try to, try to stop that throbbing.
Wow. Okay.
So, and another one was just my relationships. So I didn't really stick to it, but
why?
I don't know. Just almost self-therapy, self-medicate.
Back to self-medication, y'all.
Yeah, I mean,
back to self-medication.
I'm one of these people that I go in the cave for a couple days and shelter myself, and then I come back out like, I'm good. But some people said that you still haven't dealt with.
Right, you found a way to manage it.
You found a way to manage it and kind of just get past it instead of dealing with it. So a lot of stuff I deal with, I get past it. I don't deal with it. And I don't know if it comes back years later to rear its ugly head because you didn't. And who's to say that people that dealt with it then, it doesn't come back. But, I mean, I just do what work for me.
You think?
It's gotten me this far. What am I, about 22 years old?
Right.
22, 23, 4, 5, 6. Who's counting? Birth certificates don't matter.
Okay, so with that being said, I haven't been to therapy, but well, not formal therapy. I guess what you call sitting with a therapist.
Right. Like a one-on-one.
Like a one-on-one. So I'm not really trying to get on you about self-medicating because I definitely do my share of self-medicating, but my self-medication looks a little different. I meditate, I journal, I even, I'm doing this. I think this is a form of therapy. I think the more you reveal, the more you heal. So.
Who do you reveal to? Like,
well, right now I'm revealing to y'all.
Okay.
But
this is your therapy. This is a therapy.
This is a therapy. This is
between
definitely
them.
You know, connecting and all.
Party.
Connection is therapy. Y'all remember that? Connection is therapy. But what I've learned is that the more you give what you need, the more you put out what you need, you can eat from that fruit. So everything I need, I plant that seed in somebody else, and typically it helps me. If I minister to somebody, it ends up ministering to me. Like so, I'm a big advocate, or I subscribe to the idea that the seeds you plant, you should be able to grow them and then eat off of them, right? Mm-hmm. And that's where a lot of my healing comes. So this, to me, this platform is me planting seeds, saying that you're not the only person that thinks the way you think. You're not the only person going through what you're going through. You are not alone, so to speak. That's the thing.
Yeah, this is a therapy. This is maybe my therapy. I'm releasing information.
Wow.
Because this information has been bottled up inside of me for a whole lot of years.
That part.
So it's like I want to get it out, see if some people may feel the same way. Some people out there that are the same way I am.
That's
that
true.
hold everything in.
That's true.
You know. But yeah.
I held stuff in. But I went through a sickness that made me not hold stuff in. So when if you get sick, you start experiencing things in your body to the point where your life is on the line, then you start looking at stuff a little bit different. At least I did. And so I try to address whatever I am going through with that person right then, or that situation right then. I try not to, because in the spirit of not being confrontational or it not being a big deal, we'll try to I ain't worried about it. Not me. I'll be like, this is my issue.
Yeah.
It's my issue. It's my issue right now. And this is how I'm thinking I want to deal with it. I might be wrong, but this is how I'm going to deal with it right now. How do you feel about that? You okay with that? That's fine.
So a big part of my therapy, I think, and I didn't even know it until we just talking now, it's starting to come out a little bit, is that, like you said, helping other people get through their problems helps me feel better that I helped them. So it's almost like, and a certain part about it, when I give them advice and it happens to be right. So being right is also like it's like a win. It's like, damn, I was right. I was right. So being right is helping as well. I mean, it makes me smile to be right. I mean, who wants to be wrong? Who wants to lose?
You know.
So that's a win.
You call it being right, but I also see like how you feel alive. You feel like your life is more purposeful. If that makes sense. I know it ain't super deep, but it is. It's like I live a purposeful life because you are literally depositing into somebody else.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, you were right. And they come back and they're like, man, you know, geez, what you said, blah, blah, blah. What I can't stand is when you give somebody advice and they don't take your advice and then they come back and complain about how their situation got worse. Do you get that from your friends a lot?
Yeah, but I hear more women complain about that, about other women. Like a woman giving her friend advice, right. and then the friend don't take the advice, and then
come back and...
I hear more about that, but I give people that advice. More. I just hear about it, women more, they publicize it more, they post it more, you know. You know. So women post a lot more of their feelings and...
Y'all post our feelings too.
I don't think men post a lot of their feelings. When? Where they do that at? Not in the H.
Yeah, they do. In the H.
That sounds like some 5 post stuff.
Wow.
I don't know. We don't post our feelings in here.
That might be part of your problem then. They post your damn feelings. You don't even know that. You don't even
start posting our feelings then? Come on, brothers, we gotta post our feelings on Facebook.
Hey, y'all don't cheat. Black men don't cheat, right?
Black men don't cheat.
Y'all living your best
and black
life,
men
right?
don't post their feelings on Facebook.
Okay, post your feelings on Facebook. Y'all doing it anyway, but go ahead. And I find that y'all are getting better.
Getting better?
I feel like y'all are getting better. Y'all being more honest about a lot of things, and it's making for better communication amongst men and women. Period.
But I don't say you have to you don't have to post your feelings, but you definitely should be more forthcoming with your feelings with your mate. Like open up to your mate about your feelings and what you're feeling. Like that's where you shouldn't be holding it in.
Okay, let's
now don't hold it in your relationship. Your woman wants to know how you feeling. Wait, that's it for the wait.
Okay,
there are some women that don't like their men to express their feelings to them. And you gotta know your mate. It goes back to hashtag know your mate.
You trying it right now.
Know your mate.
You trying it right now.
Everything gotta be done in moderation.
Listen, this is where I get a little bit lost, people. He said he don't panic, right? That's what he said. Ain't that what he said?
Don't panic.
I don't panic. I don't panic.
Cool,
but
cool as the other side of the pillow.
But I'm chill because I got the same face for everything, right? However, he's saying communicate with your mate.
Yeah.
So at what point do you communicate with your mate?
When you get these feelings, when you feeling like some changes happen. Okay, changes happen in your relationship that you like. You know what? I don't like what she just did. I don't like that. You need to let her know that you don't like that. But you ain't gotta scream it.
I'm saying, but that's spark. No, you talking about how you say it. But you talking about
how you deliver it.
And I get that. But I'm saying if you're the type of person who practices not addressing your feelings, but in other words, you the type of person that practice being in chill mode when things get okay. So when you're having that experiencing that in your body, you telling me that your natural reaction is to have a conversation
with your mate? Yeah. Now I mean I have that conversation with my friends. But if we living in the same house, we dwelling in the same space.
You should be doing that before y'all dwell in the same space.
Yeah, you should.
Okay, so
you should get used to it. It should become practice, makes perfect.
I just feel like
no, because
I feel like you're trying to play us, y'all.
No, we're not. Look.
You telling me?
Yes. So because I've been told in past relationships that I wasn't expressive of my feelings enough.
That's what I'm trying to get to. And that makes sense.
Yeah. Because I held everything in. So I learned through my 23, 25 years of living, something like that. I mean, nobody's counting.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
You learned
that, it's like, okay. You learn from each relationship, whether it's a friendship, relationship, work, co-worker, whatever you want to call it. You learn these different things, and you learn what not to do and what to do, and it's life. It's just learning. It's higher learning.
So he's learned not to hold things in as it relates to relationships.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has the conversation
with your mate. Yeah. I'm more expressive now, so they know what I'm feeling more than my last relationship. My last relationship couldn't tell what I was feeling. So now it's like I want to voice it. I want to verbalize this, get it out. Like, yo, this is what I'm feeling. I didn't like this. Or hey, I don't think this.
So that's why you can't be with somebody high strung, because if they start to get a little too past a certain decibel of excitement.
It's like we're going to have a conversation. It's the way that you bring it. Like, don't come to me with.
I agree with that. I agree.
Don't come at me here.
I agree.
Like, come at me way down. Meet me at my level. If I come through the door with my backpack on from work, meet me at my level.
It don't even matter about you come home.
Meet me at my level.
Your personality warrants a person to calm down to have the conversation. And you know what? I respect that. I respect that you know that about yourself. Yeah. And going in, I cannot hear you over your attitude, or I can't hear you over your tone. Because for me, attitude and tone does come off as noise to me. Like, I just told somebody, when they communicate, I was telling a friend of mine, when you communicate, it's like hitting a bong. Like, when you hit a bong, you hear the resounding sounds after it.
Yeah.
The faint sounds crescendoing or whatever. And if I hit you with the, you really ain't ish, or you really, if I hit you with an insult, 9 times out of 10, whatever I say after that gets lost. And you don't hear it as much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you almost have to be like aware of your communication style and how somebody needs to hear you in order to communicate with them. It's a couple times I want to punch Scott in the face. You know what I'm saying?
But I didn't. Mayweather show.
Because sometimes with opinions, I'll be like, really, sir?
Because they're opinions.
But they're opinions. We don't have to agree. You know what I'm saying?
But it's like the magic. What they say on that movie, Now You Can See Me, they said, we want you to look over here, but the magic is going on over here. So if you're doing all these antics, you women, y'all catch a lot of air and, all this kind of, I don't know what's y'all prepping and all that.
Or when
I'm looking at the hand movements like, what are you doing? I'm losing what you, it's lost in translation.
Wow.
It's like, I can't hear you if you, if you're doing a whole bunch of karate movies. If you I don't know if you break dancing or what, Vogue.
Check this out.
I'm sitting there like this.
You got a problem with hand movements. You know what I have a problem with?
Screaming.
You know what I have a problem with? Semantics. Ooh. When you ask somebody a question, and they take a word out of your question and ask you to break down that word, even though they knew what you were asking.
But I have to
from the get jump. But they had to pull the word, break down the definition of the word, then that breakdown sparks another conversation that spins into another conversation. See,
because I got to make sure I'm giving you the answer you want the first time. Because if I give you an answer and you're going to say, that's not what I meant. Okay, well, tell me what you want me to tell you. Tell me. Tell me specifically. Like you got to be specific in your prayer. You got to be specific in your questions to me. Because I'm going to break your question down. It's semantics, so don't be involved in
and that's fine. You know what? What y'all don't know is I'm up to the challenge. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I have a degree in that. You feel me? Well earned through experience. I know how to go ahead on and entertain that conversation about semantics and then spin it right back to my original question. What you're not about to do is spin me. That's called spinning. I know lawyers, if there's any lawyers, I know y'all know about that spinning stuff. Yeah. That don't work on your girl. Not me. So.
But you gotta know what you want to pull out. It's like tug of war, like pull it.
Well, ladies, what I would say is, if you're looking for a specific answer, do not let the conversation. I know emotions get high and you kind of get spinning. You get, that's kind of the objective is to get you off of what the answer you're looking for. I know when I walk away if somebody didn't give me the answer, and I take that as an answer. Hello, somebody. But I know when I ask a question and somebody give me some other la-di-da.
Yeah. Because I've given you an answer, a long answer one time, and I thought I had all my I's dotted, my T's was crossed, and then you say, you still didn't answer my question. I'm like, what was your question? I thought I had one. That's why I break your question down.
It's a who shot John and how many rainbows it had.
I was trying to give you a full answer, and then you say, you still didn't answer my question.
You still didn't answer my question.
I'm like, oh.
You tried it though.
Oh my God.
You tried it though.
Back to the question.
Back to the question I asked you.
It's time.
But I heard you though. I heard everything you said.
You heard because I wasn't doing all of this.
No, because you was on the phone. Because he do that.
Huh?
He talk like that to you.
No, I don't do
like,
that.
Man.
No, I talk like this. When I cross my leg, it means business.
Oh no.
B-I-T-N-E-Z. Business.
The professor has
business.
spoken.
Professor.
The professor has spoken. I think that we all need to really hone in on our past and how that affects our present. And I think it's cool to get therapy. I think it's cool to sit with somebody. I mean, I'm not suggesting you get married at first sight.
Okay.
By no stretch. It's definitely some entertaining TV. But by the same token, I wouldn't just alleviate not getting therapy or help, because we do carry our pain. Everybody carries their stress different, like your therapist said. Everybody carries their pain differently, and we carry that pain into relationships, new relationships. So when somebody's trying to get to know you, and just like he knows how he needs to be talked to so you can be heard, some people don't know how to express that. Some people don't know how to verbalize or articulate that for themselves. So I think you should seek therapy, right?
All right.
I think you should be aware of your past. Don't disregard it.
Don't disregard the past, right?
How do you
Like our past is, I mean, it teaches. It's a teaching. It's a teaching tool.
Is it?
But the thing is, don't let your past dictate your future too. Don't let it. Okay, so you get into a new relationship and you see something that reminds you of a past relationship. You see a pattern.
It's called a trigger.
There you go, a trigger.
Yeah, this.
A trigger. It triggers you to say, oh, you know, oh boy, old girl did this to me in the past. So when that person did it, they were actually when they would say they were staying late for work or they were going to the gym after work, they were actually going out to the bar or going to see somebody else or cheating, and they were lying. So don't let the new relationship, you know, you get into it with a clean slate. Now, I'm not saying be dumb and ignore the warning signs, but don't treat that person like, don't go off. As soon as that person say, I'm working late, oh no, ain't no my. That, don't get into that mode. Just say, oh, okay, well, you know, just know if that person is on hourly, the check is going to reflect it.
And if that person knows that you've been in a relationship where that person did lie and that person did mishandle you and they did use those type of excuses, when they go to those specific places, they should try to do things to make you feel a little bit more secure and respect the fact that you went through that and that you're going to need some time to adjust your whole mental to somebody new that may not be trying to come at you that way. Because what I don't want is somebody to sweep their past so hard that when they try to go into something new, don't address, like, let that person know, hey, look, this is what happened to me. This is what I need to feel secure so that I don't take that out on you. It is what it is.
You gotta let them know, though.
You gotta let them know. Don't ignore your past. Getting over it doesn't mean pretending like it didn't exist. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Conquer it. Let that person know. Like he said, you can't talk to me.
Yeah.
With all that, and I still hear you. Mm-hmm. That's something. As you get older, you start knowing what your quirks are and what your P's are and whatever. And then when you move in with somebody like him, cause he ain't gonna marry you till you do. Then y'all know how to coexist.
Exactly. There will be no ring.
There won't be no what is that? Where is that coming from? Like, what is that?
There will be no ring without moving in. There will be no ring without both our names on the lease agreement of some sort.
Cohabitate.
Yeah, we gotta cohabitate. I mean, I understand certain people got things, hey, do what work for you, I do what work for me. That's what it is.
So would you marry somebody that don't live with you?
No.
I'm talking about at all. Like they live in a long distance marriage.
No. I can't do a long distance relationship at all.
You can't do a long distance what?
Relationship.
I had to make that out, y'all.
Dude, I know I want to do it. But yeah, long distance relationship. I gotta see you. Yeah, I gotta see you, feel you, touch you. I gotta know you. I gotta know you. I gotta know you, your mind, your body, everything. I gotta know that.
Okay.
I gotta feel comfortable with you as you feel comfortable with me. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm telling y'all live together and then they get a job somewhere else.
Okay. Then
you working it off?
If we already live together, I mean, we've already been together, just say at least a year, because that's kind of like my time thing. It's like 8 months to a year before we move in type of situation. Because I'm assuming we both live separately. Right. I mean, of course, we both live separately. You live either which I don't know who you live with. Hopefully,
you live in your own spot.
Yeah.
I live in my own spot.
And by the time we meet, maybe our leases got another 7 months on them or something. So, you know, something like that. Anyway. Yeah. So, you know, take that to account. But if we live together and we've already established, this is something that, by that time, I've already established, hey, this is somebody that can possibly be with for the rest of my life. Because I'm not going to move in with you if I don't see it. Mm-hmm. I'm not moving in with you to share bills, you know.
I'm moving in with you to share bills.
So you can put 50 on the rent, or 50 on the light bill, and 25 on the nah.
I got $2 grand on it.
If you move in with me, we going to the ring. We going to the chip.
Not the chip.
We going to the chip. Like you move in, we move in.
I've never lived with somebody before I married them. I never only been married once. I don't want to make it like I'm.
What about engaged?
I don't believe in very long engagements either.
Have you been engaged with somebody you didn't live with, Or
have I been engaged to somebody I didn't live with? Yes.
Okay. I mean, I'm sure he proposed to you.
Yes.
And you said yes.
What is that about with women proposing?
Yeah, I'm not with that.
Okay.
That's embarrassing.
Wait, I have one exception to that rule. If he proposed before and you said no a couple of times, like y'all had this thing between y'all where he proposed and you said no, not right now, not right now, not right now, and then you're ready, then I could see you maybe like proposing. Only because it's between the two of y'all, it's an ongoing joke of you keep saying no and then now you're ready, and so you're like, I'm ready. So that's the only way I can kind of maybe see.
You still should propose. Maybe a conversation about, hey, babe, look, I know last time you proposed 6 months ago, but now I feel like we're in a better place. Y'all had a conversation.
I'm ready.
Yeah, so, if you want to, yes, baby, but don't you get on your knee in front of me. I will grab back with a kickball.
I mean, what if we in bed? Me and the dude be in bed, and I'm like,
don't you grab my hand, put that ring on my finger.
No, it's not sexy.
Damn,
y'all.
Yeah.
There's no way around it.
No, I'm gonna kick your kneecaps. I'm gonna kick your kneecaps hard if you get on your knees in front of me.
Nobody get on their knees.
If I see you reaching in your pocket doing this move and on your knee, you better say I'm reaching in here to wipe my shoes off or something. Give me a piece of gum. Don't reach in your pocket and get in your knee. I'm gonna kick your kneecaps. Don't do it. That gotta be embarrassing. To have your woman grab your hand and put a ring on it, like on her knees, on a wedding day.
I saw a couple propose to each other.
How you do that?
Like they went to Florida and they went to Disney World, and they both, like, she had a ring and he had a ring.
Okay. And
she didn't get on her knee, but she was just kind of like, I just gave her speech, her spiel. And she was like, I really want to marry you. And she pulled out a ring, and he was like, well, wait. And then he pulled his ring out, and he was like, and did his spiel, and he actually got on one knee. And so they exchanged rings, like, right there. So that was cool.
I mean, when I do propose, it's not going to be a traditional proposal. It's going to be some kind of, I'm going to do like a performance on the stage or something. We're going to come out, we're going to do some 90s music. It's going to be live. It's going to be dope. It's not going to be just me walking in and like, yeah, we gonna
audition.
Yeah, it's gonna be something. It's gonna be a show. Standing ovation. Yeah.
I don't know. I like the quiet.
You want to be quiet?
I like both. I want a private one and then a public one. I rather
a private proposal.
I like a private proposal and a public announcement.
Oh, a public announcement.
Yeah, like a private proposal, but then a public declaration of like this guy right here, like letting everybody else know this is who I want to be with.
Yeah, I got mine working in my head. I came up with a few things, a few spaces to rent out, and I need to,
Ain't that something?
It's gonna be fun. My proposal is gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
I
love music, and I love to have fun. I like to joke. It's gonna be fun.
I believe that.
Yeah, it's not gonna be so serious.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun, man. Cry, people are gonna be on their feet.
You gonna cry.
And next thing you know, it's gonna be a bam.
You gonna watch the whole cry.
Billy rocked the ring to her.
Oh.
It's gonna be something. She's gonna be like, you so silly. Yeah, that's what we do.
Oh my God.
That's why we together. We sit together.
Craziness. Okay. So what are we saying? What's the final word? We want to address your past, get therapy. What else?
Don't look past your past.
Don't look past your past. I like it. And what else?
Don't look past your past. Don't let it, ruin you. Don't let it make you. Be the person you are today. Stand in that. Stand in your truth.
Stand in your truth is real good.
Yeah.
And be unapologetic about it. Like, this is who I am. This is what I went through. This is,
If you ain't for me and I ain't for you,
there's
no hard feelings.
It is what it is.
Everybody ain't for everybody.
Everybody ain't for everybody. Say that to all No, let me not say that because black men don't cheat no more.
Black men don't
Sometimes.
cheat. EMDC.
That's what they say. All right. Hey, I need you guys to like, comment, share, comment, follow,
subscribe,
all of that.
Yeah.
Subscribe. experTEASEtalk.
tag, share.
Ask questions.
Yeah.
I dare you. What?
Yeah.
Ask questions. Let us know exactly what you're thinking, how you feel about this.
If you have questions you want heard on the show, DM experTEASEtalk.